All right, hello and welcome. So I have a channeled message from King Bael, and if the Goetia, if the Goetia is not your thing, that's okay. We'll just see you next time. Okay. Now, you may be seeing moths. Okay. You may be seeing a lot of moths and they're flying in your face or harassing you, or you're just noticing them a lot more. Okay. Moths are usually messengers of the divine. Okay. Usually that's a message from a god or deity or divine entity. Okay. Such as King Bael. Okay. So, to the reading. Okay. The first thing that he wanted me to share, and I have been having them come to me for the past like 3 days or so, telling me they want me to do a message. I just haven't quite gotten around to it. I've been so busy. Anyways, so King Bael wanted me to share this message. Okay. And the first thing that he wanted me to start with is to let all of you know this about working with the Goetia. The enemies of mankind would have you all believe we are traitors. This is far from truth. We are benevolent unless provoked, just like you. So what I'm getting through, or what is coming through to me, is that there is like a double edge to all of us, right? We all have a side where we are kind, we're giving, we are willing to help, and we consider others, and we are generally on the side of light and love. But there's also a side to all of us, whether we like to admit it or not, where yes, we all carry darkness in some way. We all have a side to us that is willing to fight for truth, what is right, what we truly stand for, what we believe in. We're willing to defend ourselves at all costs, okay? And this is the other side of the spectrum of divinity, is being balanced and accepting that yes, it's okay to be love and light, but if you're love and light only and you are denying the side of yourself that's willing to defend your right to live in love and light, you're denying yourself wholeness, completion, and it's not it's not realistic to be love and light only. It's not. You're repressing a part of yourself that should be used, but used for good. That does not mean that you should, act from your shadow self to harm others or anything like that. But at the same time, it can be a tool. If you need to speak up for yourself, if you need to tell somebody to stop doing something to you or to someone that you love and care about that is your responsibility to defend, such as your children or your animals or elderly family members or your siblings or whatever it is, you have to use your shadow side. That's the side of you that's like, no, I'm not going to put up with this. No, this isn't right. Okay. Your love and light side wants to say, oh, I'll be peaceful and let them, figure it out on their own. But that's how you end up getting hurt when you're too giving and too kind and too generous. You can't be that way. And you know that. Everybody does. So anyways, we're going to get to the reading. So the thing is, this part of you, every aspect of yourself is being illuminated, okay? I'm actually getting the vibe that like you're dancing with all parts of yourself, your masculine and feminine side, the side of you that's assertive, the side of you that is submissive. We all have both, right? We all have a projective and a receptive side. We all have a side that is love and light and peace and bliss and happiness and harmony. We also have a side that is, don't mess with me. I will defend myself. I will speak my truth. I will resist. I will rebel against something that I don't feel is right, okay? And whoever you are learning to accept this part of yourself. So the thing about Lord Bael, King Bael, is that he imparts wisdom, okay? He really will take you from down here to here and here and here and here, okay? And he also helps you to, how do I put this? He also helps you to be wise and know when to use your shadow side and when to kind of be invisible, like to not show your hand, to not always try to assert yourself. Okay, sometimes it's more useful for you to be in the background and be unseen rather than striving forward to fight those battles, because sometimes the battle isn't even worth you fighting. Sometimes standing up for something really isn't worth your time. And he grants you the wisdom to be able to see that and shields you from potential harm or something that is really not of your highest good. Okay, he is very wise, he is very benevolent. Okay, he is very generous with this wisdom, so long as you come to him and really all of the Goetia with sincerity, okay, and an open mind. So whoever you are, you have dealt with a lot of betrayals. You may have found that you may have had a lot of enemies, and whoever you are, you really tried to, I'm really getting this like love and light only vibe, okay? And I did this too, so I understand. But you're kind of stepping away from that. So you may have been connecting more or exploring your shadow side or learning how to integrate it, because you may have been burying it a lot in the past, and you're realizing that that's also detrimental to your spiritual growth and evolution. And instead of being in this, like, feeling like you have to hide yourself or feeling like you have to bury a part of yourself that is useful to you, that is part of you, and you can't destroy it, okay? You were trying to cover yourself in love and light only, and you couldn't bury your darkness. You couldn't destroy it. You couldn't take it away, but you were trying so hard to, and it just wasn't working, and all it was doing was creating more stagnation and inner turmoil. I'm really sensing a lot of inner turmoil, and you are learning. You've probably asked for assistance with this. You've probably been wondering how to stop feeling this way, because you're seeing a sea full of people who are doing that, and they're in denial about who they are and what they really are. They're not speaking their truth, living their truth, and they're sick, they're ill. So one of the other things about King Bael is he is a healer, okay? He's a healer, and not only just of physical health but mental health as well. That's part of the wisdom that he imparts. And so you're learning how to heal your mental health as well. You've been being more mindful, and this has brought you a lot of stability, okay? And this is something that you're seeking. This is something that you're actively working towards, okay? And the thing about the Goetia is they don't help people who aren't willing to help themselves, okay? And they're not as gentle as some other beings might be, and honestly no spirit is, okay? um Anyways, with this Two of Pentacles, you are really learned. You have already started learning very, very well how to balance these sides of yourself, okay? So I feel like whoever you are, you may have been having doubts or kind of like wondering where your place is in spirituality in the universe. Here's the thing is like, you do not have to choose, a side, okay? It is possible to coexist. And that's kind of like the ultimate way, right? Wouldn't it be? And I feel like you're someone who deeply feels that, and you don't feel a need to choose a side. And this is your sign that you truly don't have to, okay? Um, it's like the universe works in tandem together, okay? The dark and light, the web of positivity and negativity, or going and receiving, um are working and dancing in tandem together, and you are learning how to dance with it. You're learning how to dance with it, and it's a beautiful thing. So what it's doing here, now that you have these pentacles, there's so much spiritual balance and things coming into alignment for you. Your solar side and your liminal side is in balance. Both aspects of yourself, all aspects of yourself, your masculine, your feminine, however that is to you, it's really all the same thing. You're learning how to dance with it. You're learning how to dance with it instead of trying to bury it, because what would you be doing? You'd be burying yourself. And so, with you learning this, you are at a place of a blank canvas, okay? This is the card. I keep this in here for this deck, or for a lot of my decks. I call it the blank card. This is the wild card. This is the moving into the unseen. This is where you are standing at the canvas or the drawing board, and you are deciding, because you are able to juggle a lot of new things, new wisdom, new ways of being, living, seeing, doing. You know how to do this now, and you're ready to go up to that drawing board and make some things happen. And that's where you are. That's where you are. And King Belial, or I wanted to say Belial, maybe you work with Belial too, but King Bael wants to meet you there. He's coming with all of his tools, all of his wisdom, all of his gifts that he has to bestow upon you, all the things that he has to offer you. And maybe this is for other Goetia as well, okay? It's kind of like there's a meeting here. It's like you're finally ready. You're finally ready, and you're both ready. You're both able to meet each other at this drawing board. You're both able to meet each other here at this drawing board, this blank canvas for you. And because you're accepting, you're ready to see beyond black and white. You're ready to you're ready to let go of assumptions of the way that things should be or have to be. 222 on the timer. You may be seeing that angel number. You're ready to let go of trying to see how things should be or are supposed to be, or listening to the opinions and thoughts of others and the way that they say things are. And you're looking within yourself and learning for yourself how things truly are for you. You're listening to them, your spirit guides, yourself, your higher wisdom, your higher mind. Okay, you are willing to accept and see things from a different lens, a different perspective, a blank canvas. You have learned how to, or you're ready to erase everything that you thought you knew about spirituality and life and the right way to be and live and do. And you're starting out with pure intentions as well. You're not interested in causing harm to people or doing anything that isn't of your highest good, and really generally anybody's, right? You're not interested in that. You're focused on yourself and what's good for you and what you can do for yourself and your own evolution and progression, and as well as people that you love and care about around you. Okay, you're focused. You're so focused, and they love this. They love this. Okay, they are like, they got all of their stuff, they got all their supplies, and they're coming to help you to fill this canvas with new things. Okay, new possibilities. Like, there's so many doorways opening up for you because you are ready to continue to be illuminated, and at the end, ultimately, what you're going to have is stability. It's stability, okay? You may have not had very much in the past, either within yourself, your external world, or both, okay? With this new beginning that you're having, you are going to have a lot of stability. In whatever way that you're looking for, in whatever way that you're working towards now, you're ready to accept a new way of living and doing things, and it's going to bring you a lot of abundance and stability. And yeah, there's kind of something here. Don't let anything get you down. Don't let anything get you down, especially other people and their opinions, okay? Because what you know to be true and your reality and the lens of which you see your surroundings are going to be different compared to other people. And you are on your own path. You're on your own path. And it's not going to be anything like anybody else's. So you may get wisdom and good confirmations and hints from other people. You may watch other readers, okay? And you get good insights, okay? Focus on the good things that fill your heart with warmth, okay? Anything that makes you doubt yourself, it's really important that you let it just pass you by, okay? Just let it pass you by. And I think that, yeah, that's the end of the reading from King Bael. So let me know if it resonates. Definitely feel free to leave me a comment, share anything you feel called to share. And if you would like to book a personal with me, definitely check out my links, okay? So I will, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Blessed be.